We're here in Balbriggan and the Giro will pass through Balbriggan. And Balbriggan also has a connection for the man at the centre of our first story. Romano Morelli once ran a cafe here. Now he has a restaurant in Dublin. What's more, he's mad about cycling and he's really looking forward to the Giro. Romano Morelli cycles most days of the week, typically along the coastal routes north of Dublin city. These are cycle lanes and views that he never tires of.
Run out to Hove along the coast, fantastic cycling lane, fantastic views, and then I would scoot off around Malahide and Portmarnock and Baldoyle and back through Sutton Cross and back into town. Excellent route for anyone who just wants to start cycling. I would more or less do it every day, especially when the weather is fine. As I'm working in the restaurant doing 2 shifts, we close in the afternoon for about an hour, so I would take off and accomplish it in under 2 hours and back, and then I'm ready to work the evening shift.
Light and strong on his bike, Romano looks younger than his 62 years.
But the hardest part is getting up the hill, but the reward is coming down, and everything just flies out the window. You're just concentrating on speed, getting the bike up to its maximum potential, and it's a great buzz. Cycling to me will totally distress you. I mean, sometimes when you're operating the business, there's problems every day in business and sometimes family life, and the best way to get that out of your head is to go out and exercise, and to me cycling does it for me. I would come back and whatever problem I had that I went out with would practically just fade away in the background when I get back.
Back means back to Capel Street and the restaurant. When you're the boss, you don't have to apologise for carrying a bike through the shop in Lycra.
Chopping fruit for dessert tonight. Yeah. Oh, that looks good. Yeah.
Romano has known this restaurant all his life, having been brought up here by his parents, who came to Ireland from Italy after the Second World War. With his staff, he offers typical Italian fare 6 days a week, and his sister Leah frequently drops in.
You haven't lost it, Leah. You're able. You want to boil the milk now?
It is boiled. I like coming in here as well.
And are you close as brother and sister?
Very close, yes. Not when we were younger. We used to fight an awful lot. But as we've grown older, he's been a great support to me in my life.
Take a look around the restaurant and you'll see evidence of Romano's passion for cycling and this weekend's stage of the Giro d'Italia.
I'm blown away by it all because in 1998 the Tour de France came over and I thought it would never happen. But after it did pass, I kept saying to myself, well, this is something new, something great has to come out of this. And lo and behold, we have the Giro d'Italia coming to Ireland, which is really unheard of. And it's over 100 years of existence. And it's only 11 years that it's been starting outside the country of Italy, and I get very emotional about it. There's pink everywhere now. I got some nice posters made and got some nice bunting in, and as you know, there seems to be pink everywhere in the restaurant. But it was always that colour scheme anyway, not in reference to the Giro d'Italia. But now that I know it's here, I didn't have to change the colours of the restaurant that much.
And it seems to me that you've got a dual allegiance here. You can follow the Irish or Italian, but who will you be shouting for on the day?
Well, on the day, I'd love to see any of the Irish riders win because it's in their own home territory. But overall, I think the winner will be an Italian.
Romano has quite a few trophies on display, including this, which he won in 2011. So does that mean, Romano, that you have to be dead to win this?
Well, in a way, yes. When you cross the line, you are dead. But before that, you're very much alive trying to win this race. And I'm proud of the fact that I was able to do it on the day. As the race started, 4 of us broke away from the start, and we stayed away for the whole race. And I won the gallop, so I'm pretty proud.
Would this be the trophy that you're most proud of?
I'm afraid so. It would be. It's definitely the biggest one I have. So yes, I'm quite proud of it.
And it brings back very positive and warm memories, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely. Every time I do the memorial race, I say to myself, yeah, I've won this race in the past. Yeah, I could do it today if I get the opportunity.
Do you do your repairs up here, Romano?
I do them indeed, yes.
Next, we go upstairs to Romano's apartment above the shop, and there's bike paraphernalia everywhere.
This is my second racing bike that in case I crash the first one, I'm ready to go, providing I haven't got too many disabling injuries.
And which would be your preferred racing bike?
Well, of course, this is my preference number one.
Right.
This is on standby. If I have a race a following week later, after a crash, usually your bike is smashed to bits,
Yeah.
right? So it'll take some time to repair it, so I always keep a second bike ready.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask you, can we go into your bedroom, but I'm thinking you probably have a bike in your bedroom as well.
Well,
you don't have to answer that. And if you were to sum up the well-being that you get from cycling, what would you say to me?
well, I would say to you, if you want to extend your life perhaps, become a little bit more healthy, get out there in the fresh air and ride your bicycle and look at the views you're missing if you're driving a car.